I'm going to talk a little bit about templates. We're going to have you create a template. We will be talking more about templates over the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks. So what is a template? A template is nothing but a drawing that's saved with a different extension, and it opens a little bit differently. So a normal drawing is saved in a .dwg suffix. A template is saved in a .dwt suffix. How does it differ? So what happens is when you open a template, if I hit File, New, normally we've been starting here, but we can start here and open a template. And what happens is when I use a template to open a new drawing, and let's just say I open this one here, which is imfg.drawing. So it's Imperial Manufacturing.dwt. So it's a manufacturing template. It's set up for apparently AutoCAD's tutorial. So when I open this up, this opens up. It's a D-size drawing. We'll talk about drawing sizes next week. And it actually opens up in Paperspace, and I know we haven't talked too much about this, but we'll talk more about that as well. We want all drawings in model space. But how is it different? Well, take a look up here. It didn't open up that format. It didn't open up that actual template. It opened up a new drawing. Remember, when you open up a drawing, it's going to open up the drawing itself. Now, I could have chosen File, Open, and then chose Template, and it would have opened up the template. And then if I chose File, Save, it would have saved and written over that template directly. But when you choose File, New, and open up a template, it opens up that template as a brand new drawing. So this way you don't overwrite it. So generally what happens is when you work for a company, the company is going to have templates for all of their various drawing sizes. And again, we'll talk about those drawing sizes next week. So what am I going to have you do today? Well, I'm going to have you set up a template that we're going to use for the next couple of drawings. And how do you create a template? Well, you can create a template from any drawing you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a template for a drawing with the layers as specified or as shown on page 6-5. Now 6-5 simply shows these layers. And it also adds something new. We also show a line weight setting. So we're going to actually have the ability to change and show different line weights. And you'll see how that's helpful as we create the next drawing. So let's just go ahead and create this drawing. Now there's nothing new or special about creating a template. You just create it like a regular drawing. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to click File, New. And I'm going to choose Start from Scratch. I'm going to choose Imperial Feet and Inches. Choose OK. I'm going to open up my layers, and I'm just going to start creating my layers here. So I'm going to create my first layer, call it Construction. Enter. And I'm just going to create all the layers first, and I'll do the colors. Object lines, new layer, hidden lines, center lines, dimensions, section lines. Now some of these you haven't seen before, like section lines. And in fact, section lines we aren't going to use for a couple of weeks. but we're going to have them set up for you anyway. Cutting plane lines. Title block. A little trick, you don't actually have to hit enter after you type these in. If you just hit new line, it'll automatically start a new line. And then via viewport. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do one twice? I thought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I guess there are 9. Okay, so colors. Construction is gray number 9, which is one of these two. I think it's the lighter one. Yes. Center. And notice how they move them around. I believe they put them in alphabetical order. Object lines is blue. Construction. Oh, and so, yeah, so notice what I did is I just made my layer 0 number 9. And then my center. Actually, I think they started changing as I was choosing them. Center is red. Construction is the number 9. Cutting plane is dark gray. So that's this one. Dimension is, they actually use magenta. Hidden is cyan. Object lines is the dark blue. Section line stays white. Title block goes to green. And viewport stays white. Okay, so center lines, we know we want to use a center 2. And while we're here, let's also load up the hidden 2 and then the phantom 2. And let's make sure we change our center to center 2 and then our hidden to hidden 2. Yep, I'm on color there. And it looks like we didn't put in phantom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cutting plane becomes phantom. Phantom 2. Okay, so now we have our line type. Now our line weights. So our object line becomes 0.6 millimeters. Our hidden line becomes 0.3 millimeters. Let's see, there we go. 0.3 millimeters. Our cutting plane line becomes 0.6 millimeters. And our title block becomes 1.2 millimeters. Okay, so now we have all our layers set up. So we can go ahead and close this out. Now, we have no drawing here. We don't need a drawing. We have all this layer information. We're going to use all these layers in the next couple of weeks in the drawings that we create. We're going to save this as a template. So all we have to do is choose Save As, and then instead of DWG, we're going to come down here and choose Drawing Template. And then I'm not going to save it in the AutoCAD drive. I'm going to move over to my Documents directory. You can save it wherever you like. Just make sure you remember where you save it. That's the only important part. Save it as my layers template. Do I want to overwrite the one that I currently have? Yes, I do. I can put in a description. So layers template for ENGT-107 mechanical drawings. That's it. So all you have to do when you want to use this, and choose File, New, open a template, and then just browse to the right directory. And open it. And there you go, you have all your layers. So you won't have to start your drawing by creating layers. And this is what you'll do with your next drawing. And that's the end of this recording.